Okay. What's up, everybody? How are you guys? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not, I don't know how I keep messing up my own intro, but anyways, today we are talking about my weight gain journey, the ups, the downs, the in-betweens. I'll have pictures included on the screen as I go through. Sorry if I keep looking at the viewfinder. As I go through the story, and it was a struggle for me. That's paraphrased intro right there. So yeah, growing up I was always a really small person. I'm very petite, I'm 5'2", always really skinny, and it wasn't an issue for me because I wasn't paying attention to my weight. I was being a kid. I watched Disney Channel up until I was like 13, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't a big deal for me, and it didn't become a big deal until I graduated high school. I was just going through a lot, and my weight definitely didn't help because everybody, including the men that were approaching me, were calling me skinny. I didn't see myself as that skinny. Like, I've always had thighs, so there's always been a little bit of something. My thighs gave me an illusion of having a butt when I was younger. Now I actually have one. Thank you, Jesus. But I didn't see myself as skinny as everybody else saw me until this picture I'm about to put on the screen right now. This was taken October 28th. That's my mom's birthday. October 28th, 2015. This is part of a Halloween costume that I did. I was, what's his name? Willy Wonka from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know what is going on with my tongue. Do what you're supposed to do. Speak, girl. I had never seen my waistline look so small. This is what made me realize, like, you truly don't have any curves. So despite that cute little smile 19-year-old Celeste is wearing, I was crying. I cried that night. I was really, really sad. So yeah, I decided I would go on a weight gain journey because I wanted to look and feel like a grown woman, okay? So 2015 is where it started, and I didn't really take it seriously. I would do like a little bit of research and I would try and eat more, but it was hard eating because I would get full really fast, or I would not be hungry in the first place, or I would be working. I had like 2 to 3 jobs at a time when I was younger, so I would be on the go. And I worked in the event and wedding industry, so I was on my feet all the time, always driving around, and I didn't have time to just like sit and eat proper meals every single day. So I really wasn't eating, and instead I found myself losing weight a lot of the time when I was trying to gain it, and it was just a frustrating journey. But everything changed in 2017 when Aaliyah J posted her Peterman weight gain journey video. I thought, you know what, I've never tried supplements or anything before. I was really, really nervous. And I'm not suggesting that anybody tries a Peterman, by the way. I'm just running through my story. I was nervous, but I was desperate at that point. Like, 2017 was the year when I turned 21. I wanted to look grown. I wanted curves, and it wasn't happening naturally. So at this point I was like, I'm about to force some curves onto this body of mine, okay? I was so tired of being bony Cece. I ordered the Peterman. I was praying it would work, and baby, it worked. Started off at around 109 pounds. Within that first week I was taking between like 10 to 15 milliliters. I gained 5 pounds that first week, which was it was so unheard of for somebody like me who found it difficult to gain like even a pound a month. Like, my weight just did not want to move. Those 5 pounds made me so happy. I felt hope for the first time, and I felt like it was something that was really attainable. Like, I can really do this. I can really get thick, okay? I started doing my research, calorie counting, which is really what I owe my weight to today, is just calorie counting and that surplus of calories that I was eating tons more. And the Peterman was helping so much because I used to eat like maybe 2 meals a day and I'd get full. Now with the Peterman, it didn't make me hungry, but I wasn't getting full as fast. So I could go from eating 2 meals a day to 4.5 to 5 meals a day, which made a really big difference. I was able to consistently gain weight. So yeah, I got back in the 110s into the 120s, and then eventually I reached my first goal, which was 130, baby. Okay, me at 130. I thought I was the thickest thing to walk the planet. I had never been in the 130s before. This was all so brand new to me. People were gassing me too. So this isn't just like me in the head. This is like, who is making a smoothie? I got cut off because somebody was making a smoothie, but it's all good. People were really gassing me. Everybody could tell that I was gaining weight. My mom was commenting on it. My sister was hyping me up. My dad was like, why? My friends were commenting on it. I was posting about it occasionally on Snapchat, so even strangers were commenting on it and, you know, asking me questions and whatnot. And yeah, men were noticing too. I saw myself in a brand new light. Nobody could tell me a single thing. During that point, I was peak confidence, 2017 in the 130s. Man, that made me happy. To achieve a goal of mine that I had had so long that I didn't think was possible. But I wasn't done. I wanted to get up to 140. I continued consistently, and then I stopped. I got sick, but the day that I got sick, I wasn't eating anything, obviously, and then I just never picked up from there. And then eventually I started getting tired of eating and like trying to force it in me, so I just gave myself a break, and I ended up losing majority, if not all, of the freaking weight that I gained on Epidamin. I did try again to take Epidamin in 2018, but it just wasn't really hitting like it did the first time. And by that point, I was working a job where I didn't even receive lunch breaks. It was just becoming increasingly more difficult for me to gain weight, so I thought that it was just like this one-time thing. And then I got serious about it again. That was 2020. Why does 2020 feel like it was 4 years ago? Anyways, quarantine hit. Duh. Rona. She came by, stopped the whole world. I wasn't working, clearly. And so I said, you know what? If there was ever a time for me to gain this last bit of weight, this is it. I was like fluctuating in between this time because I would constantly try to gain weight and then I would stop and then I would start again, stop. You see. So I wasn't starting back from scratch. I wasn't 109 by this point. I was, you know, low 130s. I was probably like 131-ish. But I took it very seriously this time. I knew there was no way I was going to let all of this free time at home pass me by. I began calorie counting, and I peeped that I was only eating like, oh my goodness, I was eating like 900 calories a day by this point. Before that, I was only eating like 600, 700 calories a day. I got it down to a T. I started realizing which foods I could eat that would fill me up, but so that later on I could be hungry again and then I could eat some more. And also I had to start waking up early so that way I had a longer window for me to be able to consume food and then go to sleep, sleep it off, relax in bed, wake up, do it all over again. I would start eating breakfast really, really early, and things I was eating were like omelets, lots of eggs and bacon and steaks and pork chops, mashed potatoes and gravy, bread. Okay, this is gonna sound nuts because it kind of is. I would sometimes just take just a random slice of bread and I would just chew it. I would just nibble on it. I would just eat the slice of bread. Did I like it? No. Was I determined to gain weight? Obviously. Who else is just gonna randomly just nibble on bread like I was a bird? So that was different. Girl, there's calories in bread, okay, and it's gonna stick, okay? So basically I was trying to eat foods that I knew would stay. Also, I was making a ton of smoothies and I would just throw random things in there, but then I would make sure that there were other things in there to make it taste good. A ton of strawberries, bananas, blueberries, raspberries, just all sorts of things. And then occasionally I would put peanut butter in there because, again, calories. I just needed up those calories, and then I would drink the smoothies with the meals that I was eating. And yeah, I started picking up on the weight and I noticed that it was staying. I wasn't waking up and feeling like I was fighting the weight that I gained before to make it stay, plus trying to gain extra. Like I would just wake up and that would be my weight, and then I would eat some more, and if I wasn't eating that much that day, it was okay because it was actually sticking. Nonetheless, I was excited. And your girl hit her next goal of 140 last year. The excitement that overtook me, I can't even express into words. I cried. I was so happy. So proud of myself because this has been a 5-year process. It was not easy. I will be honest, I'm not the healthiest person, and I haven't been the healthiest person in the past, but in the past I was way worse. Yeah, there was a point when I was vegan in 2018, and then I was vegetarian after that, so I wasn't gaining weight then. 2017, I would make myself sick because I was consuming that much food, just trying so hard. And the whole time, all I needed to do was pay attention to my calories. I was trying to like squeeze 2 huge meals in where they both were like 1,500 calories. No, Celeste, that's not how you do it. Increase portion size, divide the meals up, make sure you're eating things that are high in calories. This is how you gain the weight, you know? I reached 140, I was so happy. It was a milestone. And so now my new goal is 150. Currently I'm around probably 140. I haven't weighed myself in like a week, which I probably should have done before I recorded this. And I'll start posting what am I trying to say? The scale, the scale pictures, the pictures of the scale. Girl, get it together. Would I recommend Epidamin? No, you don't need it. In fact, I have liked my body a lot more in the way that it has proportioned itself throughout my body a lot more while I did it naturally, not with Epidamin. So you don't need Epidamin, and in fact, I wouldn't recommend it. I know a lot of people suffer bad side effects from it. It's not something I would recommend to anybody, just in case. But I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about it because that is what started all of this, the Epidamin. Without that, I don't think I would have been able to reach that first step or make that first step, you know what I mean? I didn't really know about calorie counting back then. Even if I had, I think that the Epidamin really did help me slow down my metabolism, and show me how to consume higher amounts and bigger amounts of food. So that is the story. So I talked a little bit about food before. Like I said, I'm really not healthy. I was eating all sorts of things: cereal, ice cream, like sandwiches, like Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. Oh my goodness. Wendy's spicy chicken sandwiches are in a league of their own. They are beautiful. Can't be touched. That's my favorite chicken sandwich. Sorry, I still haven't tried the Popeyes one. Just trying to eat carbs. Not so much sugar. I'm not a huge sugar person anyway. Don't freaking donuts. Love donuts. Anytime I have donuts in the house, I'm eating all of them. Period. That's my thing. Love donuts. But really, it was just making sure that my meals were high in carbs as well as high in calories. And then I was snacking a bunch. Even if the snack wasn't necessarily high in calories, again, what you're trying to do is train your stomach to be able to hold large meals. If you have to eat small meals and then snack in between, so it just feels like you're always eating and you're never really stopping, do that to begin with, just to train your stomach to be able to hold that food. Smoothies. It will help you so much, I promise. But I lifted a lot of weights, did so many freaking squats. Oh my goodness. I was obsessed with squats. I got up to a point where I was doing like 350 squats a day. Nowadays, I'm like, because it doesn't take much for me to gain the weight now, so I'm like, I don't know about 350 squats, maybe 100 a day, but 350, I was crazy. I was obsessed. I was so freaking obsessed. I'm trying to think of what else I was doing around that time that really helped me out. As far as foods are concerned, like I might do like a what I eat in a day when I'm gaining weight video so you can see specific examples, but really it's just gonna depend on your diet and your interests. I'm really picky, so the whole like eat almonds and peanut butter and whatnot, not a fan of it. I really don't eat mini sandwiches. Wendy's chicken nugget sandwich. The Wendy's chicken nugget, that sounds good though. The Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich, that was good. Or I would make my own sandwiches by like putting eggs and bacon and sausage on top of bread and then throwing another piece of bread on top. Like all of the things that people suggest, I'm really just not too into, so I can understand you being picky. I'll probably make a video so you can see the kinds of things that I eat. Again, not the healthiest, so if that's the route you're going, not the video for you. Sorry, girl. Hope you find what you're looking for, but this ain't it. That might be it. I don't want this video to be too long and too detailed, but I just wanted to let you know, like, eating a lot is what helped me. I lost the weight from the Epidamin those first 2 times, the only 2 times when I took the Epidomin. And then I was able to gain it all plus more just by eating. So I promise you, if you think you're eating a bunch, you're not eating enough, obviously, because if you were, you would be gaining weight. Count your calories. Take a full day or maybe like a week where you eat how you would normally and then just record it. And don't consciously try and eat more because you know you're recording it. Just eat as you would so you can see a genuine example of a day with your eating habits and what that looks like in calories. Yeah. That might be it. At least for today. I might make a part 2 if I can think of other things. Like I said, I didn't really plan this video, I just kind of talked. So if I can think of anything else, I'll either leave it down below in the description box or in the comments. Maybe possibly if I have enough to make a part 2, I'll do that. And then I think I might do eventually a what I eat in a day when I'm gaining weight video. I don't really want to do that just on an everyday basis because it fluctuates, but I have certain things that I gravitate towards when I'm trying to gain weight. So I'll show you what that looks like and then how many calories I happen to eat on whatever day that is. And yeah, this has been my story to getting slim thick. So this is what I look like now. I'll throw some pictures on the screen so you can see what my body looks like. I'm in love, I'm confident, I am happy, I feel sexy, I feel grown. That was the goal, so I got there and I'm happy. I'm proud of myself for doing it because it was not something that was easy for me and it took 5 years. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I got here eventually, so I can't really complain too much. Alright, thank you for staying on, listening to me just talk and ramble and share my story with you. Feel free to leave your story down below, any tips you have, any questions you have, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everybody. Get through this intro to save my life. Jesus, please help me.